Hey YouTube, Moose Cow here, and we're back with another recap of round 3. So we're at the top of round 4. You've been playing all day, it's the 4 of us. I am Japan, Rick is Germany and Italy, Mike is Russia, China, Canada, and ANZAC, and Ben, aka Mr. Scrubert, is UK and US. So here is what happened. Not as eventful as past rounds. These are the only casualties. Nothing terribly crazy. But yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so Germany. This is the situation with Germany. Germany backed out of North Africa, more or less, and built a bunch of transports. Also fortified Romania, Poland, Finland has stayed the same. But we got all this stuff here in Germany and Holland, Belgium, and whatever that sea zone is. I'm too lazy to move it. So looking like a Sealion of sorts. And or possible Sealion. I can't make any promises. And this is what we're looking like over here. I'm trying to remember what Germany did. They did do one attack. Oh yeah, they tried to do a bombing raid on UK, and they didn't intercept, but the factory got a lucky shot and killed this bomber. I wish I had that much luck with my factory's AAAs in most games. So yeah, that's what happened with Germany. Germany has a ton of tanks in Western Germany, as well as infantry, and you can see all this stuff here on the Eastern Front. Russia has this massive wall of units in, what is the territory? Belarus, and a bunch of stuff in Western Ukraine. A lot of mobility. Oh, and before I get too far ahead, this is the tech. This is the situation with tech right now. U.S. actually did not get a 5 or a 6 this turn, but Germany, Japan, Soviet Union, and UK all have active tech, and Canada, Commonwealth, Canada, ANZAC is at the hold phase, and U.S. remains at the hold phase. While I'm here, this is the income. Okay. Oh, and sorry. Here's the victory points. So Axis have 9 currently. Okay, back in over here. Russia built more infantry and other artillery, and actually built a strategic bomber with the positive outcome of this front so far. So we'll see what happens with all this. We'll see it very, very soon. Now over here, Japan. Oh yeah, this is the situation over here. I'm gonna be real honest. I'm really scared of this. Mike has not railed anything from Amur to Moscow. If anything, he's railed 3 artillery here over the course of 3 of these three turns. So gearing up for a green shore. It's very obvious. Japan took out a unit in Suyan, a Chinese unit in Suyan. They eliminated the remaining Chinese forces in Kwaichao. So all that was left of China for a moment was an infantry and the fighter, which was up here, and he congregated the infantry and here, and fighter and Flying Tiger there, and built 3 more guys. So he is holding up in Sikang. Japan is looking like this. Building a complex in Malaya for taking Shan State and reinforcing it with transported units. I also did another bombing. Again, shout out to Mr. Scrubert's factory AAA. I tried a bombing run, and he managed to knock out one of them. So right now, India has 6 damage on their factory. and Japan's down to 2 bombers because I had built one previously. I built 2 mech and a tank in Shanghai, and brought some of my naval units from the Philippines back home because of what was over here. And then, as you can see with the U.S., he opted to take the Carolina Islands rather than mess with me up here. Backing up to Japan, I then took the rest of the Money Islands, so easy peasy there. Fortified a bit here and here. Then what else did I do? I feel like I missed. Oh yeah, I took Guam. So Walken took that, and this is what it's looking like on the board right now. Obviously, I'm gonna have to deal with this probably next turn or very, very soon. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to brace for that green shore that's gonna happen. ANZAC finally took Dutch New Guinea and reinforced the Americans in the Carolina Islands. I managed to knock out 1 American infantry, by the way. But, you know, it is what it is. ANZAC built another destroyer. Canada, having units from Brazil that moved to Morocco, Casablanca, attacked Morocco, so we got a Canadian roundel on the board. Hallelujah. And the French units that were in Casablanca moved back into there. Let's see, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up to UK. UK flew a fighter back, as well as the US flew some fighters up here. And they took out the Italian Navy in 98. They took out the Germans in El Alamein, and they took out the Italians in Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. And despite all of this, even though this was Rick rolling for all of this, and Rick usually rolls really poorly with 2s, just historically speaking, Rick actually did a dang good job, and he took out several UK units, took out all the UK infantry, and I think there was a UK mech and artillery here even. So he did a really good job rolling on 2s, and there's still the guy in Kenya left. But yeah, so that's the situation there. This was Italian controlled for a brief moment of time until Canada took it back. This guy's a blocker. Italy fortified at home, built another fighter and another artillery and a bunch of infantry. So you can see it's pretty consolidated here. There's 3 AAA. Yeah, 3 AAA there. It's pretty consolidated in Rome. He's got me units here. He moved some stuff to southern France. All that fun stuff. He moved a couple of units to Bulgaria. And then back up to the UK. He moved his navy from here, landed his air force on there and in Cairo, and then sent one back home just because of the threat of Sealion. He also got the bomber out of there just because, again, the threat of Sealion. And he built a couple of units in India and pulled back out of Burma, so there's 2 infantry in Burma right now. We'll see. We'll see what I do with that. But that's what the situation is looking like right now. It's a very dicey game. I cannot believe that we're only 3 full rounds in. So this is our, again, backing up, this is our experiment with 4 people remote playing, and I guarantee you by far, even though this has been A, and most importantly, it's been fun, but B, it's been very informative because definitely the more people remote playing, the longer it will take. Because we're constantly going back and forth as to what's moving where, what's kind of get some confirmation on here, and so on and so forth. So I don't know if we're going to do this again, where we're going to try and like just plow through a whole day and do it as much because we're all wiped and beat. I definitely prefer to try and do just 1 or 2 rounds in a day, personally. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm loving to see what Ben does, what Ben has done as the UK, and as the US. Totally digging it, and I'm loving seeing what Mike's doing as a neutral Russia. Definitely looking forward to see what he retaliates with. I'm sure it's going to be brutal. But yeah, anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point. Very tired. Been playing a long time. So anyway, we will probably get another round in tomorrow. So we'll wrap up round 4. And yeah, go from there. So if you're rooting for the Axis, let's hope, or if you're rooting for the Allies, either or, let's hope we roll the dice better.